So this was one of the top headlines this week. New York City Mayor Eric Adams was indicted on 5 federal corruption charges, including bribery and wire fraud, with prosecutors alleging that he accepted illegal campaign contributions and luxury travel from Turkish nationals. And in return, once he won in 2021, Adams repaid them by pressuring the New York City Fire Department to fast-track the construction of a 36-story Turkish consulate building, something that allegedly would have failed inspection. But according to the indictment, the New York Fire Department official responsible for the inspection would have lost his job if he didn't do what Adams told him, which was give the green light on it. And this scheme goes back all the way to 2014, and would also make Eric Adams the first sitting mayor to be charged with the crime, in which Adams had this to say.
My fellow New Yorkers, it is now my belief that the federal government intends to charge me with crimes. These charges will be entirely false, based on lies, but they would not be surprising. I always knew that if I stood my ground for all of you, that I would be a target, and a target I became. For months, leaks and rumors have been aimed at me in an attempt to undermine my credibility. This past week, they searched the home of our new police commissioner, looking for documents from 20 years ago, just 1 week after he joined my administration. Enough. I will fight these injustices with every ounce of my strength and my spirit.
And I have multiple times on this channel talked about Eric Adams and have been critical of him, and I'll link some of those videos. But just a few examples of his problematic policies: he made the decision to keep New York City's sanctuary status. He gave prepaid debit cards to illegal immigrants, and even allowed non-citizens to vote. But once he saw the effects of, for example, unfettered immigration, he changed his tune, saying that the crisis would destroy New York City, calling on the Biden administration to help, only to be rejected, which is why he felt he was politically targeted. And part of me does feel bad for him, seeing that the Donald Trump trial was very politically motivated and was a sham kangaroo court. There's a part of me that wonders, did this happen because Eric Adams did not show undying fealty to the far left's agenda?
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take it away!
And it is a fair question. Like, had he not spoken out, would he have the unconditional support from Joe Biden? Or should I say the people doing Joe Biden's bidding? Because we all know Sleepy Joe isn't calling any shots. But anyways, we all know that the only reason Eric Adams was speaking out was because the illegal immigration problem was becoming an inconvenience for him and that he doesn't actually care about his constituents. Now, having said that, I do believe that some kudos are in order for him speaking out against the regime. Now, having said that, I also see a pattern here, because here he is trying to claim that the Democrats are politically persecuting him, and other times he makes it about race, priding himself on having such a colored city council.
Deputy Mayor Williams Ison, Deputy Mayor Mira Josie, Deputy Mayor Amazon, Deputy Mayor Maria Torres Springer. Have you ever seen this much chocolate leading the city of New York? That's why people are hating on me. You trying to figure out? I went to City Hall to turn the table over. First women police commissioner of color. First Spanish-speaking police commissioner, first Spanish-speaking correction commissioner. Go through the line of what we're doing.
Claiming that Republicans are trying to make black people look bad.
Why are you doing this to New York? Check out what they're doing. They're doing it to New York. They're doing it to Chicago. They're doing it to Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. They're doing it to Houston. What is the same in all those cities? All black mayors. Mm. And so what we're saying, same thing that I'm going through here, my brother Johnson is going through. My sister Bass is going through. My brother Turner is going through. So what they wanted to happen, Governor Abbott wanted to happen, we're going to turn these cities against their mayors. We're going to create this environment where they're all going to go against their mayors. Go Google what they're doing to my brother in Chicago. Go Google what they're doing to Sister Bass. So the cities have now turned against these black mayors that are making real change for the first time.
Right, over policing black people.
And they're using this to say, okay, these black mayors are not competent. They can't run their cities. They're getting everything to the migrants and asylum seekers. This was a perfectly executed plan that we are buying into.
To make black mayors look bad across the country.
referring to when Texas Governor Greg Abbott sent migrants to sanctuary cities such as New York and Chicago, whose mayor is woke Brandon Johnson. Which all Abbott did was show that sanctuary cities are not sustainable. It has nothing to do with race. And so it was very refreshing to see Eric's pathetic, race-baiting attempt to save face with the NAACP backfire.
You hurt our school, our streets are dirty, our children are harassed by police. This is ridiculous. You can shush me all you want, but the people are with us.
Love to see it, him getting called out on his crap. Now, despite that heckling, he got Hazel Dukes, the NAACP president, to speak on his behalf.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Hazel Dukes. I live in Harlem. I'm 90. Would you be quiet? Would you shut up? I'm 92 years of age. I've known this young man for over 40 years. I come with a heavy heart today, but my head is not unbowed. He's going to have his day in court, and we're going to stand by him. We came this morning to pray for him, because prayer changed things. I am asking all New Yorkers to hear his side, to let him have a day in court. Let him have his day in court, and then we can make our decisions. But we are not here today to criticize the...
Yes, we are. Whoever that was an absolute savage. And we absolutely have the right to call out crappy politicians and crappy policies. In fact, that's our duty.
You might be, but shush.
Hey, brother, this is a 92-year-old elder. Show us some respect. A 92-year-old elder.
You're always in favor. You are always in favor of
Grandmother Dukes. Grandmother Dukes.
We are calling on all New Yorkers to listen carefully, not to the loudmouths, but listen to facts and figures. We will stand with this mayor. Right.
Thank you. We want to now bring one of our...
And so it was refreshing to see Eric Adams' bad policies and bad decisions backfire against him, and the people having none of his lies. And yes, he will have his day in court. Everybody should. But at the same time, we absolutely have the right to criticize him, because the fact is that his policies resulted in the constituents feeling like second-class citizens. And who knows how much of this indictment was politically motivated. Time will for sure tell. But one thing is for sure, that Eric Adams just comes across as a narcissistic, self-centered crybaby, and it'll be no surprise if he pulls the race card in court. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to this channel, hopefully I've earned a subscription. Here's some videos for you to watch in the meantime. Until next time, peace out.